moment, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was like, man, he wore it backwards.
Hey, we'll just say you did it on purpose.
Hey, it looked good, bro.
Yeah. It did. No, it did.
No, yeah.
No,
Like,
it was perfect.
Hey, man, I think that's a second production right there.
Yeah, you know, I was telling her about that.
You guys are welcome.
front.
Yeah, to put it in the front.
You guys are welcome.
Get another design on the back.
I need
Chris likes it on the back.
I need 2% off of that. Inspiration tax right there. Bro.
You heard it here first, Alyssa. Chris wants his fucking money. No. On the when we were gonna record the first video, my wife was like, "Oh, you should wear the shirt." And I got home from work that probably like 30 to 45 minutes before, and it was fucking hot. And I was like, I don't think I can wear this shirt right now. And I was like thinking too, and I was like, I wonder if Chris is gonna wear it. I was like, I'm pretty sure he is. And then I came and I was like, oh, he wore a shirt. Yep.
Dude,
I
I barely found it right before I got here. Right before I left, I was like, oh, there it is. Didn't put it on. I just put it on and took off. I didn't even bother to check.
Yeah, so if, you can see the merch for Entrusted here. Shout out to Entrusted.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we back, baby.
We're here.
We're back.
Episode 115. As now you can see, we are all here
Yeah.
again. And now we have a guest. We can't hide it anymore.
Can't be secretive.
We can't be secret about it.
It ain't no Zoom, all right?
Yeah.
We in the house.
Hold on, he's in the waiting room. We gotta let him in. Maybe we should do that.
Yeah, that should be
We should
a
have
thing.
him stand outside.
Yeah.
Right here
And
at
our
the
guest of the day
You
is
knock on the door.
Or have them hide behind the couch and they just kind of like
Pop
their
up.
head
Like, oh, that'd be Addison.
Addison.
I'm just in the
I was
neighborhood.
just in the neighbor. Look outside.
Hey, guys.
Come on up.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking funny. Now, man, we back 115. Damn, dude, 115, huh? That is crazy, and we're going strong. And we got a new element, so I'm sure we're gonna get to 215.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like I said, when we first hit 100, I didn't know where it was gonna go from there, but as you can see, we have another installment into our, I guess, journey of podcasting.
Yeah.
We're a little late to the game, but we here.
Hey.
You know, we like to hold up the back end. You know what I'm saying? We chug along and we get there. But yeah, man, we have AJ in the building, our guest for today. I'm sure you guys remember him a couple more episodes. You were on the 100th episode. And you also came back for another episode, right? So
Yeah, I
this is
came
your
back.
third time.
Yeah.
We should what we should do?
I think it is
A
either my
counter?
third or fourth.
We should have like a poster right here with like everyone's name and how many times they've been here, and every time they come, we just check it off.
Check it out.
So we can have people can see it. But yeah, man, let's get straight to it before we start, dibba-dabbling into the podcast topics. When we start here, we start with our mental health, because this is what the pod is about. Mainly is talking about our mental health. So we want to do a mental health check of the week and see where we're at. As a guest here, usually when it's your first time, I don't let you go first. But since you're a regular here, I'm going to let AJ fill your ears and your eyes with his mental health check of the week.
So mental health, it's been up and down. As of like let's just say August 1st, they shut my site down. Totally laid everybody off. They let us know back in the first week of June. So they gave us 60 days before they were going to lay all of us off. Management, workers, everybody. They had a 3PL came in, bought out the place, and basically they came in, 3PL came in, and they basically kind of like handpicked who they wanted, but management wasn't part of that. So it's been an uphill struggle with that. So mentally, I would say probably I'm more at like a 4 or 5. Because right now in the warehousing industry for management, supervisors, it's rough out there. Because you look Indeed, LinkedIn, they're having you have all these responsibilities, and they only want to pay like $25 an hour. And I'm like, it's not worth it. Like, I don't care. You know, and I went from my last 2 jobs in the past 2 years, 10 years, have all been salary. So even at $25 an hour to even compensate me for what I've worked the past 10 years, I'd have to work a lot of overtime. You know, so it's been a struggle to find kind of like that right job, but also that pays well.
Yeah.
You know, even halfway decent. You know, I have my low end, and then, you know, my high end. But it's been a struggle. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a struggle. I started really filling out like applications probably about July. About July, and nothing was hitting. I was getting no call back. I wasn't even getting rejection letters. This past week, believe it or not, on Thursday was my first interview since I've been applying to places. And mind you, I started in July, starting to look like so it's been a struggle, you know, but I got faith, you know, something will pop up. Not really too worried about it.
And I think that's what one thing I keep stressing to you when you call me and talk to me about it is that you just gotta walk the line, man. You gotta, as much as it's hard to not see in front of you, you gotta just keep taking steps, bro. Because you know, one day something's gonna pop up, and then you're gonna be like, man, what was I worried about, right? You're coming into an industry, I guess, with you're decorated, right? You have all this experience and all that stuff like that. It's just gonna take a time for your resume to get out, you know, jobs to open up, and all that stuff like that. So, all like I said, every time you talk to me and you know, I let you know, spill your guts, and but because I know you need that, right? You need that release of, you know, stress, anxiety, and you know, I always just reaffirm you, like, you know, just keep going, bro. It's gonna get there, because I know, you know, I was there probably 6.5 years ago. I would say 5.5 years ago.
Yeah,
I was in the same position, bro, and I was scared, man. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've been at this job for 10 years. I was like, I thought I was gonna retire here. I thought this was my job, like, and you know, just like that, it was just gone. You know. Luckily, you know, I had, you know, ties to another company by, you know, friendship at that time, and I was able to. At that time, I was desperate, so I was like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna go work there while I look, and I did, and ended up being a job that I stayed at, and you know, and it's making my my level up even better, because that job is a really good job to be at. So, I mean, all I can tell you, man, is it sucks for a little bit, because you know, you have to sit in your, I guess you can say, your stress and anxiety and you know all that.
It's just not that though. It's really what it's really teaching me is patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even take vacations these long.
Yeah.
You know, so to be at home, I gotta be patient, and also too, you know, I get to enjoy being with Jordy. You know, taking her to school, picking her up, playing with her. You know, really spending time with her. You know, that happened when I got laid off at the last job. You know, she was only like a month or 3 months. I went on panic. I'm more panicked then than what I'm more panicked now, because she's a baby. Yeah. You know, you got baby food, formula, diapers, wipe, you know, everything. You got the whole shebang. Yeah. So I'm not as stressed as I was the first time it happened. I just got to be patient. You know, my time will come.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Happen.
Yeah.
It's part of the journey, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And you're coming into like the right season right now too, because end of the year, so that's when everybody starts hiring. So just look out. You're gonna find something for sure.
Yeah, just keep walking, man. Keep walking. All right. We'll start on the other side of the room. Rob, how was your week this week?
Born again. Just going with emotions, like I said. Nothing too crazy. I think I've been in my head a lot, and I think probably Ray can relate to this because September is always a bummy month for me. It's my dad's birthday and the month he passed away. So I think in the back of my mind, I already know that's coming. So I kind of just been like in and out of my head, kind of probably, like I said, thinking about it, but not really at the front of my mind. But work was pretty good this week. Not too crazy. I did work out, 5 days out of the week so far? So, no, 4. I didn't work out yesterday, but still getting back into that rhythm, so that's been good. I am, at the end of September, doing the Dodger run again, so I have that to look forward to. But yeah, like I said, just I feel like my weeks are the same. Just real mellow in the terms of like nothing too crazy. So I think I'll be a 7 again.
7.
That's a 7. So that's nothing to, that's nothing.
Like I say, not good, not great, not a great week, but not a bad week. Yeah.
Middle of the road.
So
it's good.
Yep.
All right, Chris.
Probably around the same lines, but just I didn't work out. I felt bad about that. To this morning, I woke up this morning. I was like, should I just knock a workout in? So I could say I got 2 in this week, but I only did it once, and I didn't. Then I had work calling me, and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna do it. But I don't know. It's work has been stressful just because past week my supervisor was gone, so I got to take on that responsibility. And he just told me yesterday that he's gonna be gone next week too. So now I'm just thinking about that.
You should be compensated for that, right?
For what?
For stepping into a supervisor role.
I'm not stepping into the supervisor role. I'm taking on accounts, which is something that I already do. That's part of my thing. It's not that I'm like, I'm supervising, because there's really nobody to supervise. It's just me.
Yeah, he's like, I'm supervising myself.
I'm like, yeah. So even if
I'm my own, you're probably doing it above your job title. You need to get paid for that.
Yeah, I'm my own boss now.
Yeah. So it's just that.
Just means you take an hour and a half lunch.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, he's like,
I got work to do.
Hey, no,
I got extra work now.
He's the guy that sleeps in his car, so it's those videos where they sleep and they wake up and it's nighttime. And he's like, oh shit, I fucked up.
That's only happened to me one time. It's happened to me one time.
I think it's happened to everybody at least once.
Dude, I fell asleep and it was like it might have been almost 2 hours, and then the HR lady comes and knocks on my window. Hey, are you all right? Oh shit!
Wait, the HR lady knocked on your window?
Yeah, because everyone takes their lunch at a different time. I take mine from 12 to 1, and she takes hers from 1 to 2. So when she got back,
she was like, "Hey,
my windows were still down." So she went and she looked. She's like, "Oh, he's in here," and she went and knocked. Like I was like, "Oh shit!" 2 hour long nap.
Yeah. And then waking up like that, it's like crazy, because then you're at work, you're like discombobulated. You
don't know what to do. Exactly, man.
You're overthinking the whole situation. Are they gonna write me up? Are they gonna fire me? Yeah, they can send me home.
Do I have a job tomorrow? Maybe I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
Then he just stays at work for the whole night.
He's like, oh
man, I put extra hours in a day.
Extra hour. But yeah, it's cool. I'm gonna go 6. A 6. I could have done better. That's why it's not a 7.
Cool. For me, I would say it's the same old bullshit all week at work. Stressing out, issues with our new process. Other, I don't even want to say people, but other elements getting on my nerves. Because they just don't understand. Like I don't know how many times I could say it. It's just like, bro, when you change your process from a style that you've done for more than I can remember, probably even way longer than I even been there, right? They've been doing it one certain way. That all got erased, and now we have a whole new, brand new process how to do things. Mm-hmm. Like, people just don't understand. And they say they understand, but they just don't fucking understand how hard it is to get everybody on the same page. When everyone in your group are doing a brand new thing, right? And it's like other people are like, why are we getting this way? Motherfucker, if you don't fucking realize that we are doing a brand new process, everyone is trying to learn. Everybody's gonna make a mistake this first month because nobody understands how to do this shit correctly. It's like I think that's the most annoying thing I'm getting this past 2 weeks is like people pointing fingers, like, and I'm like, bro, do you know that we just barely started this new process? And I was like, I'm the only one that was training, so I am the only one that knows exactly how to do things. These guys this is the first time they've ever done this.
This is their training.
This is their training, right? And we're having issues. Not even just shit we're doing wrong. It's just we're having issues while we're doing it. So it's hard for me. I was telling my boss, I'm like, it's hard for me to train these dudes correctly when we have issues. Because it's like we're training and then I have to stop, wait for the issue to get fixed, and then we return to what we're doing. It's like there's no like fucking, you know?
So they still have bugs then.
Yeah, dude, we weren't ready. We were not ready. And I was telling them, I'm like, dude, we should have pushed it another month. We probably would have been ready at that point. But they were just like, you know what? Just let it go and we'll fix everything while we're in.
Yeah, it's
release.
not efficient.
And it's hard, bro.
Because that's what you're going through.
Yeah. You know, and so it stresses me out. That stuff like that. But, that's here nor there. I don't want to say too much, but my week, just like last week, fucking stressful as fuck. And to Rob's point, I believe I wasn't in my head at all this past 2 months from my mom. And the reason why is because I've been fucking my head busy on work. Like, I couldn't even think. Yeah. I was just so stressed out with work and all this bullshit. Like, I didn't even have time to just sit down and fucking, filter through my thoughts. I was so consumed at work. Like, I'd wake up and have to fucking call into work. I'd fucking, get home and fucking have to fucking
go back to work
and go back to work. So it's like I had no chance to even feel what I'm supposed to be feeling at this time of the month or this time of the year, which I usually do, which is probably a good thing. But at the same time, it's like stress is even worse, because it's at least that stuff, how to, I already know how to, get a handle on it. But now it's like, fuck, I have stress at work. It's like, fuck. I come home and I'm like, all I want to do is just sit down and don't talk to me. Like, I just want to be in my head because I'm like, I haven't done anything, like even gaming. Like, fuck, I'm so fucking mentally exhausted when I get home. Like, I don't even want to do anything. It's like,
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll say mine is a 5.5, 6. I'll say around there. Yeah. So all right, let's move on. Since you're here, I wanted to know, obviously, shout out to Entrusted. Shout out to Jordy. Love you. Shout out to Alyssa. It's a great thing what you guys are doing. I just want to know what piqued your guys' interest on making, I would say, a clothing brand or just awareness about autism. Right? And like the spectrum and all that stuff like that. Because you guys are very vocal about that. On this pod, if you've listened to this pod regularly, you know that yearly they go to Race for Autism in San Diego. I went there last year to support and all that stuff like that. Planning to go this year again or next year again. Sorry, we went this year, and I'm planning to go next year again. But where did that, I guess, idea come from? And then also, how did you guys come up with the name Entrusted?
So, those are going to be a list. Well, the name and all that stuff, that's something that you're going to have to bring Alyssa here. Because this is Alyssa's. It's not really mine.
I know. You're not a very...
but
just kidding.
Get her on the phone.
Yeah, right? But as far as, like, the brand, yeah, I helped a little bit. I'm not taking full credit because I don't want to, like, discredit Alyssa because this was Alyssa's baby. But the whole being vocal and we didn't really know what autism was. I'm just going to be 100. Well, I didn't. I think Alyssa knew a little bit just because Ashley is she's a ABA teacher and stuff like that. So ABA is basically when they come over to your house and they work with your child. They basically help teach because the way that they comprehend things are just a little bit different. It's you got different phases, how you explain things, what type of direction you give them. It's just a little bit different. It's tough in the beginning, but once they understand it, it's good. As far as like the races and stuff, I would say we weren't planning to do our any type of walks or anything. Our first race that we went to, we're like, you want to do it? So there's one in San Diego. Let's try it out. Place is called NFARN. It's ran by NFARN. And basically NFARN is the way they do theirs is it's pushed more towards the adults that have autism and getting them in work environments. Mm-hmm. Okay. All the helps that are out there, it's more geared towards the younger generation, which, yeah, that's beautiful because you want a good foundation for them, to set them up for success. But when you set them up for success, what goes after that? There's really nothing. So NVAR really pushes more of the adult and having them like set up for job works and stuff like that. It's really cool to see at the race. Majority of the booths that are out there, they're guys with autism, females with autism, and it's a trip to see, and you can kind of tell, especially when you're interacting with them, they'll make eye contact or certain things like that, But as far as the first race, me and Alyssa and I were just kind of like, well, let's just check it out, And I'm like, well, do you want it to be us, or do you want to invite people? Like, what's the plan? And she's all, well, I'll invite people, and then, let's see what happens. Well, little did we know, we didn't know it was going to be as big as it was, We started inviting people, and, it turned into 5 people, 10 people, 15. Our first one was like 30, I think it was. Oh. Came up with a name and a brand of it. Jordy and Her Amazing Friends. So we got that from Spidey and Her Amazing Friends, and took that concept of it and threw Jordan's face on it basically, and then it's just kind of built up from there. Last year we had about 55 people, I think it was. So it gets bigger and bigger. We got interviewed by the news last year. Anytime we pick up our shirts, we're one of the bigger groups that go, and it's amazing to see, it really is, to get a bunch of people to come and support, to support it, it's nice to see. It really is. I enjoy it every year. I usually take my Blackstone. I go out, cook breakfast right after we do the walk. It's kind of like my appreciation, to everybody for showing up and stuff like that. So it's amazing, man. It really is.
Yeah, I think the whole support thing, I think it's especially for you and Alyssa, I think you guys appreciate that aspect of it because it's for your daughter, right? Not everyone has to support or go or do all that stuff, and for people to show up for that, and it's not, you'd say they're related or all that stuff like that, they're just supporting because of love. That's great, right? Mm-hmm. That's great to see, and that's always, it always fills the heart when you see stuff like that, or makes you feel good about yourself. And then for you guys, like I've said this on the pod many times, like when you have when you're I would say when you have a kid, right, and you don't know they're gonna have autism, there's a lot of families or parents that don't do anything about it, or they're naive, right, or they don't want to see it, right? They just think that it's fine, everything is fine, nothing's wrong with my kid, and then all of a sudden they get older and it's already, I don't want to say it's too late, but it's like they didn't get them the necessary help for them to I guess you can say plant themselves in society, right? But as soon as you guys figured it out, you guys took it head on, did as much research as you guys could, and now look at you guys, man. You guys are amazing parents, and Jordy gets the most, amazing help. You guys give her, teachers that come to the house to help her with her speech, all that stuff like that. I'm like, remember when she first, bro, night and day, right? And
you guys also got to understand when Jordan was of age, she only had like a 3-word vocabulary. That was it. Like, she didn't really talk. We were teaching her sign language because she wasn't really speaking. And it's crazy because, we took her to speech therapy and we started doing the whole speech therapy thing. And it was like within 3 months, she was just catching on like quick. And now she's a little character. She says things that you're like, where did you hear that from? Like ain't nobody here say that, like it's a trip. It's a trip to see, the growth that she's just so resilient, man.
Well, she takes on the characteristics of her parents, bro. I'm telling you, like, she's gonna take on your guys', your drive, your, thoughtfulness, loving, caring. She takes on all that, and she's her own little character. She looks like AJ when he was in high school, just, bundle of love, energetic, says stuff, So it's amazing to see, bro. It's beautiful to watch her grow, and the more she gets older, the more it's like, man, like, you guys did an amazing job.
We try. We try. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. We have our faults. Because at times, and these are things that people don't really say. It is frustrating sometimes. It is frustrating because parenting is different for someone that has special needs. I grew up in a phase where I got my ass beat. With whatever it was. Belts, whatever the case was, you got yelled at, So when you have somebody with, a child with special needs, all that parenting that you went and gone through, like, it goes out the door. There's no special book for parenting for someone that, has special needs. There's just like, there's not a regular book for regular parenting. Yep. You have a little concept of it. Yeah. But for someone with special needs, you don't have that unless you know somebody that has some special needs, and that's where the difficult part about it is. It's a day by day. We don't really yell at Jordan. You see those memes. You see those memes where it says, "Oh, this what do they call it? Gentle parenting."
Yeah.
That's what we do. It's gentle parenting because she does not understand if you were to hit her, she doesn't understand why she was hit. You yell at her. She may understand why, but it doesn't grab a concept of it. So it's really different. It's different. Everything is very monotone, very kind. Why are we doing that? What was the reasoning, or that's not nice. It's very gentle. It's totally like different from what I grew up. So it's different.
But let's be honest. There are some kids.
There's some kids that need that kick in the head.
Who get gentle parenting that don't need gentle parenting.
Hell no,
and
man.
they don't they don't have special needs.
I see those
but their
kids.
Parents just do that shit.
No, I see those kids. I'm like, oh, this little motherfucker's playing. Kick him in his head.
Oops. I'm just kidding. I don't condone that.
That's not nice, Ray.
That is not nice. Very not nice. I'm gonna delete that from the clip. You didn't see that.
He's gonna blur. He's gonna blur.
Yeah. It's gonna be a quick cut, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Nah, but yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, we'll get Alyssa and you back on, and maybe she can,
I want her, honestly, I really want her to speak on the whole entrusted thing, because that was something that was in her heart. She started it. yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and say that I didn't help as far as like with some of the, like the designs. She made the designs. All she did was say, "Would you wear this?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, like that one. That one is my favorite one." And when you really look at it, you know what I'm saying, you have different is less. I think it is.
Yeah.
Different is less, right?
Yep.
What's different about the shirt? You have one that is colored around a bunch of flowers. It's different, but it's still beautiful, right?
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter on, how we all are. Different is beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? We're all different in our own aspect. But yeah, that's something that, you're going to have to, I'll let her know, but that's something I want her to really explain that, because that's her baby. That's her baby right there.
Yep. And, we're all here for it. Again, shout out to Entrusted, shout out to Alyssa. If you do want to buy merch, support Entrusted.com. They have all the designs and new shirts, kids. I think they have a bag. You guys have
We have a little like tote bag.
Tote bag, yep.
She just got her tumblers in. So she has, I think it's 2 different tumblers. The regular shirts, the men's shirts, female shirts, and kids shirts.
Yep. So go there, support. If you can't buy anything, that's fine.
Chris is gonna actually go buy some right now.
Yeah, he's actually on his
there we
way
go, Chris.
putting in the call. Yeah, go to Entrusted.com. Also on Instagram, Entrusted. Go ahead and like the page, support. If you can't buy anything, just support, man. Sharing her videos, her posts, liking. It all helps out in its own special way. So, again, you don't need to buy anything. I tell you guys, I say this shit all the time. All I want you guys to do is when I fucking post something, share it. It's not that hard. It's literally, it's not that hard to just fucking share a video. You guys fucking share these videos of all these other people you don't fucking know, but you can't share a video of a person that you fucking know. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's not that difficult, right? So just press that share button, like the video, and fucking, let's move on. All right, let's get on to sports. And let's say congratulations to Showtime. Because we have our first ever Dodger 40-40 club member, Mr. Shohei Ohtani.
Mr. Ohtani.
The best ever. And I'll tell you that right now. This motherfucker.
Can you guys hear me?
This motherfucker.
Hello.
Yeah. The what's it called? Because I was yelling in the microphone trying to tell AJ the best ever. In baseball, Shohei Ohtani is a fucking beast. I know.
Has he pitched yet?
He's gonna pitch next year. He's not gonna pitch this year.
Oh.
Which I'm. Who
Don't
cares?
you guys need pitching right now?
Who cares?
He
Don't
doesn't
you
need to
guys
pitch.
pitch
Nah,
right
we
now?
don't need to pitch. We have our pitches.
No,
We're
but
good.
aren't you guys down pitching right now?
No, we're getting everybody back.
Oh, you guys are getting, because
Yeah.
I know for like, what was it, like 7-8 games, you guys like had
we're
no
like 2
pitchers or
months.
something like that.
Yeah, 2 months we've been down. Bueller, all them, they've been getting hurt, but we're back, almost back to full capacity.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yamamoto's coming back.
Yeah, so we're good. I mean, dude, we're doing what we're doing without Yamamoto. Yamamoto was part of our fucking rotation, and we're
Chris, what'd you
waxing.
buy? Everything?
I bought everything. There's new tumblers on there. You guys know?
He's like, I just bought 2 tumblers.
I bought 2 tumblers. There's a couple shirts.
I should
I
ask
bought
you
some
to check
kid
the
shirts
video
too,
to
but I
make
don't
sure.
know who's gonna wear them.
Yeah.
Well, lose some weight, Chris, and then you can wear them.
Oh, whoa. Damn, we calling him fat? Hey, workout, Chris.
Damn.
A
Yeah,
wide
man.
angle.
The wide angle.
The
I
wide
know.
angle.
Oh,
That's what it
hey,
is.
just for everybody out there, bro. Okay, I know the wide angle. It looks like I gained a couple pounds. I haven't gained a
Shit,
couple
if
pounds.
it shows you gained a
Yeah.
couple pounds, I
Well,
can only imagine what I fucking look
We're
like.
really 20 pounds less
Oh my god. No,
than what
but
we are.
yeah. So congratulations, Shohei Ohtani, bro. It's a great feat. Another record broken. I just
Yeah.
want to touch on the guy who dropped the
Yeah.
guy who dropped the 40-40 ball out in, was it right field? Left
Yeah.
field? Left field. Or
Right field.
left center. Left center. He dropped the 40-40 Shohei
Right
Ohtani
center.
ball. Right center. He dropped the Shohei Ohtani 40-40 ball. That would have changed his life.
Oh man, for real.
No, it wouldn't have made a difference.
No, he dropped a ball that would have not like changed his life. Like, oh, he's a millionaire.
No, they would have took it.
No, they would have took it, but they would have gave him something. No, now he ain't getting shit.
But nothing.
No, he would have got something.
No, he would have got something, but nothing like.
No.
Look, nothing worth that ball, bro. Nothing.
No, he wouldn't have got nothing worth the ball, but he would have got some stuff.
Oh yeah, he probably would have got signed that.
I was out
season tickets.
I was out watching
the rest of the season,
watching the game, and it was like on the side of me, so I was like trying to fucking watch it. I'm like, oh shit, Shohei, and then I just hear whoa, and then I look and I'm like fuck, and then I saw it immediately. I'm like, that guy missed the fucking ball, like, and I was like, they got the ball, it bounced back into the field. Now they have that. That's their ball. Like that's easy for them to get. What's it called? Verify it. Put a fucking
they don't have to give nobody anything,
and they give it straight to him, or the Dodgers, whoever.
Hall of Fame.
The Dodgers gotta keep that.
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
Sometimes the players,
first Dodger,
they'll probably work out something with Shohei.
Oh yeah.
Because usually like first hit, first strikeout, the players will get that type of ball. So first like 40-40.
Even first home run sometimes.
Yeah,
I think that's his first 40-40, right?
Yeah, it's first Dodgers 40-40.
Yeah.
So
no, but him as a player, because I don't think he did that.
No, there's only six people that have done it.
Yeah,
that's why it's kind of sucks. Because
Who was the last person that did it?
You watching the greatness?
Huh?
Acuna last year.
How do you like watching greatness?
Shut up, Ray.
Hey, get Judge to steal.
You can't.
He's had like 46
that motherfucker stiff as fuck, bro.
Even though he probably make it to the base in like 6 steps, but still,
motherfucker slow as fuck.
But no, it's crazy. Like I said, I mean that's first year.
Yeah, first year with the Dodgers.
10 more years.
Fuck, this was breaking all these fucking records already.
10 more years. Yep. So he'll also break this year. He'll I'm pretty sure.
I'm calling it right now. Next year he's gonna do something where I don't know if there's a record for this, but he's gonna pitch and hit, and he's gonna break a record for either home runs and pitching in the same season or some bullshit like that.
Jeez,
watch.
I wouldn't doubt that.
He like I said, this year he's gonna win most likely MVP.
Oh yeah,
he'll
100%.
be I want to say the second person to do that, to win in the AL and the NL.
Yeah, watch next year. He's going to have like the lowest ERA or some bullshit, most wins, and have like 40 home runs in the season.
I don't think he's ever won a Cy Young.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine winning Cy Young and MVP in the same year.
It'd be very interesting if he does win a Cy Young.
Mm-hmm. Could you imagine, like, would that be the first person to ever do that?
No, Kershaw did it.
Cy Young and MVP?
Yeah. He did it in 2014.
Oh, that's right.
It was a huge thing because they haven't had a pitcher win an MVP in that many years. Damn. So he was one of the first to do it in a long
can't break
time.
that record. Never mind.
No, but like I said, he's gonna get NL, AL, and then
yeah,
he's gonna have fucking 3 MVPs and like a Cy Young again. He's just Let's just sustain it into the playoffs.
It's just great to have greatness, you know. It's just awesome, you know.
Let's see what you guys do this year.
You can't knock him.
I can't.
Oh, I will knock him. I will knock him down.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying your guy's gonna win MVP too.
No, I will knock him down every chance I get because all the shit he talks about this fucking Yankee.
Well, I don't see it.
You know what?
I sometimes get
y'all motherfuckers haven't made the fucking World Series since when?
What are you talking about? You guys make one, and all of a sudden you guys think that you guys are the shit.
No. When is
a short season?
When is the last time you guys even made it to a divisional championship?
It's been a long time, man.
Oh, that's been
a long time, man. That's so sad.
Leave me alone.
It's been a long time, right? Leave me alone.
All right, I'll get off.
We got.
Turn the camera off.
I'll push it aside.
Stay with the camera off.
The time that we would have went is when we got cheated out.
And we got cheated out.
You guys got cheated out too. So, it is what it is. I think we are going to see within these next, 3 years maybe, we're going to see a Dodger-Yankee World Series.
It should be this year.
I'm hoping that it's this year. But I see it coming. Like, how is it that we're always neck to neck all season?
Whoa. Whoa. Sword fighting?
Go on.
That's a neck, huh?
Shaft to shaft.
Shaft to shaft.
No,
Tip to tip?
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I was just talking to somebody yesterday about that. Like, Baseball playoffs are different.
Yes.
Well, we'll talk about the. We have a question at the end of the pod, but all right, let's move on. All right, we have one of these crazy stories that's been going around TikTok. A couple who was paying for a $200K wedding was sending out invites to their friends and family, and they had to pay $400 and something to attend.
The wedding was $200K,
$200K,
and they only charged them $400.
Yeah. They were charging guests $400 to attend. Now, my question is,
what do I get?
Right.
Same thing you'd always get. Go, food, dancing, drinks.
You get like a gift
paying
bag.
to go
Do
to
I get
your
like a
wedding?
goodie bag
That's
to
my
go?
point. So
You get to see your friends get married.
my question is, would you go to any wedding and have to pay around $500 to go to a wedding to see somebody that you know, whether it's family, whether it's friends, to get married?
I'll zoom in.
Yeah. If they're
got a
probably
live
gonna
stream?
charge you for Zoom,
They got a
so I'd
live
probably
stream?
say fuck
It's
that.
probably cheaper.
Somebody got a live stream?
I know, for real. Streaming.
I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No, I'm not
I
going there.
wouldn't.
Sorry.
Like honestly, I even felt bad for like when we got married for like the groomsmen and all that to get the J's. Like, cause you know some of them were like not into it, but that was like the only thing that I even felt bad for was
Yeah. If
He
didn't-
liked it.
If they didn't want to look fly, they could go. They could have went to go to JCPenney or Payless. At the time, it was open, and get some fake J's. Sorry, not sorry.
making
If
somebody
you
pay.
no,
That's,
but the thing is, it was like you told them. So it's like
Yeah.
if you didn't save up money to be in this fucking wedding, that's
You
your
let
fault.
them get any, or you just
No,
No, we
Those
had the
specific
specific one,
ones.
the low 11s, the white and
some
Concords.
Concord ones.
So it was like it wasn't even that expensive either. It was like 150, 145.
Yeah, I think my brother's the one that paid the most.
Because he bought it with some
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
I mean, that's your brother's fault. Fuck. How many stores did we go to get our pairs of shoes when we finally found the pair of shoes?
We
and
met one store.
No, how many did we call?
Oh, we called a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like we were looking around for the shoes and the cheapest one that we'd get, right?
Yeah.
So
Just do the work.
do the work, bro.
Do the work.
I mean, you want to go spend fucking $250 on fucking a pair of shoes for whatever? That's on you, dog.
Yeah.
But all right. So I'm a no. You're a no.
Yeah, I'm a no.
You're a no.
Hell no.
You know,
I don't know.
We'll ask the question on the on the Instagram. You let us know. Would you, any of you? I'm sure probably no one, unless you're fucking balling like that. But I don't see anybody that is gonna.
I still
make
want to
me
know
pay.
what the charge was for. If it's a $200K wedding, they're not.
Well, they're
recouping,
charging you so that you can pay for their wedding. That's
but they're not recouping that much. I mean, how many
No.
people are
no,
getting?
no, no. But it's something for the honeymoon. I think it was.
And when you really think about it, like a $200K wedding, first off, that's not going to be out here. That's not going to be anywhere in like California. That's going to be somewhere like Puerto Rico, DR. Like I see like a big $200K wedding, like something towards out there. So charging somebody $400 to go to the wedding, that's not even including your flight, hotel room,
Yeah.
car rental, none of that shit.
If 50 guests went and 50 guests paid, they got about $22K.
So they were overcharging.
22,000. I just put 450 times 22 or 450 times 450.
You said 22?
450 times 50 people.
Yeah, $22K.
22K.
And they were charging them how much?
I put 500. So $500 times.
That's more than I thought it would be.
For 44 people.
Yeah. So like for about 50, you get like
That's
22K.
why I see. You know what I'm saying? It's an over.
Yeah. But yeah, you ain't getting me to do that. So I'm sorry.
Hell no.
I'm not doing that either. So
Uh-uh.
Chris, no.
No, hell no.
Rob looks like he would do that. I'm just kidding.
Rob was like, what do I
No,
get?
Rob would probably pay for like.
What do I
think
get?
I think he would pay for.
He's like,
for like online.
If
like,
I get
streaming.
something, that I like, I might.
Hey, man, if
Give
it's
me a
at the-
pair of shoes.
Hey, special. Yeah.
If it's at a track and then you get to ride around in supercars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
He was like, well, let you guys know.
so let's talk about it. All right. If it's stuff like that, say it's like, you get to do something fun, right? And it has to be like that,
Yeah.
right? You get like a couple laps on it with a supercar, or you get, fucking backstage passes to a concert that, the bride and groom are going to.
Or like there's an artist coming to the wedding.
Yes. Yeah, that type of shit. Okay, I get it.
What artist?
Drake?
Oh, hell nah. Usher.
I'll pay him not to be there.
Yeah, for real. I'll pay that $450 so he's not there. No, but all right, yeah. So we all know on that one. All right. I also sent you guys another video of this kid. It was his birthday, or it was going to be his birthday, and his family came in with a birthday cake, surprised him, and he had his pants down, and he was about to go to town. He was in his bed, pants down, blanket up, looking at his phone, about to go to town.
Oh, the look on his face.
The look on his face is priceless. They're like, "Happy birthday to you."
Dude.
Lock the door.
Oh my God.
Mom, how many times did I tell you don't come in my room? I'm clean this.
Every time I tell you, knock, Mom.
I thought it was a skit. I honestly thought it was a skit until I noticed that his shorts are at his ankles.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like there was, and his face, like his
he had
face,
sheer
his
terror.
face says it all. His face said it all, bro. That was not a prank.
He went white.
Yeah, he was like trying to get away.
Hell.
He's just like, damn, I just gotta blow out these candles, act natural, no one knows.
I gotta blow out this candle, and then I gotta blow out the other candle. You know what I'm saying?
That was all bad.
Yeah,
My man said, "I want to be a teenager, please, at least for a few seconds."
Yeah. Holy shit, man! What a
Dude.
Oh, that
fucking
would suck.
what a position to be in, bro.
Dude.
Getting caught right.
Imagine
when
they're
you're about
like,
to go
all
to
right,
town.
stand up, blow out the candles.
Come take a picture with grandma.
Oh God! Oh my God, dude! Imagine.
Oh,
Fucking
no.
A, dude.
Where they put the cake on him.
On his lap.
On his lap.
That's best case scenario.
I know. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. It was an interesting video, say the least. All right. I also sent you another video of this guy, this podcast. It was a video podcast. I guess they were all taking nicotine, chewing nicotine.
Oh, the sin. Yeah, it was the sins.
Yeah, it's this new thing that's it's new, right?
It's nicotine. It's
pouches.
Yeah,
Little
it's like
pouches?
little pouches.
Yeah.
Yeah, nicotine pouches.
So this dude took one, right, for the first time, and you could just see it. Like, they fast forward the video a little bit. Like, you could tell, like, it didn't instantly happen, but it was just like as they were going on, he's just like struggling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, this motherfucker just like, he looks down, and then you could see like his body, like, and I'm like, oh fuck, he's about to throw up, and then it just like comes straight out, and then everyone's like, oh shit.
That's so
He's like,
gross.
that's a clip. That's a clip. I just threw it. And he threw up again. Oh my God, dude. I was like, bruh, that is crazy. I mean, I've never taken anything nicotine. Like that. Have you tried it?
Not pouches. I've never done. Well, I used to smoke a long time ago, but there's guys at work that used to do pouches and stuff like that. I remember when they first tried it, they like turned green their first time doing it. It's kind of funny to see.
It's
I'm not
crazy.
gonna lie.
It's like your first cigar.
It's like your first.
It's
Well,
like your-
I've never done cigars.
No?
I've never done cigars. It's just the Black and Miles and the.
Well, they're not really.
That's different though.
That's different. Yeah.
But no, I've never done cigars.
My first cigar, it felt like that. I didn't throw up or anything, but definitely instant green.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude. Like, you feel
honestly,
it hits you raw hard.
That's something like, all BS aside, I've been really wanting to get into is like cigars because I love drinking like hard liquor and stuff like that. Bourbons and stuff, and I know they pair very well.
Yeah, like a nice cognac with
Yes.
with a Don Julieta or something like that. Yeah, man. Yeah, cigars are good.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to a poll question I'm going to post up on Insta. With anything that has a cord, right? Vacuum, we'll just say vacuum, right? If you were to unwrap it, plug it in, use the vacuum, and when you're done, are you that type of person who, one, wraps up the cord back on how it's supposed to be? Or are you I'm going to wrap it around my hand, place it on the hook? Or are you I'll just leave it plugged in and I'll deal with it later?
So
First
yeah, me personally, that's what I wrap it up the right way because I'm gonna put it back in where it was.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what are there hooks for it or not
I just said
on the thing.
Yeah.
So
I just
there
said-
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What vacuum doesn't have hooks?
Yeah.
The old school, yeah, you're right. That's a good one,
the older
right?
versions.
Oh, the older version.
Nah,
the older
no,
version.
because even
No,
the old
vacuum
ones,
version.
the old ones would have like just
No.
a little small hook right behind the bag.
That's what I'm saying. But what he's referring to is the it just has one hook on the back, right? So you
Where
wrap it up and
it
then
hangs.
it just hangs.
It's
right?
not like a
but
wrap.
we're talking about the ones like now
Yeah.
they have the two hooks,
Yeah.
right? And you're supposed to wrap it around. So are you I'm gonna wrap it around, or I'm gonna wrap it around my hand and then toss it on the hook, or you just don't wrap it up at all?
Oh, yeah, the
No.
first one.
Yeah. You
First one?
use the thing.
First
Mhm.
one?
You're an
First one.
animal. if
My
you don't.
brother has a
Yeah.
one where it reels itself in.
I was about to say.
Oh, yeah?
that-
Oh,
there's
that's
some of those,
nice.
Yeah, so
Hit the
we're
key.
spoiled.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. You gotta be careful with those. You start whipping around, fucking.
Whoa.
hitting the nut.
Whoa.
It's like, yeah,
Whoa. Sorry about that.
You're talking about the
PG-13?
You're talking about the corn, right, Chris? Not the hose.
Yeah.
Right? No, you gotta fight with the hose though. Time.
The vacuum hose.
Whoa! Oh, what happened? Happy birthday!
Chris, what is it? What do you think you said?
Why are you vacuuming at
Was
2
it
o'clock in the
Officer-
morning?
Was it Officer Doofy?
Obviously, Doofy.
Why are you, Chris? Why are you back? He's like,
you don't come in clean my room.
when I'm cleaning, Chris is like, I don't know, Ray. I don't know why Chris always vacuums at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right?
Damn, Chris, you be putting that shit through stress, huh?
Hey, man.
That's why there's only one hook now.
Why is it so high pitched?
There's
Why is it so high pitched?
something caught in there.
Right?
Oh my god, dude. All right, man. Next question. We got on a docket. If you were Superman, would you tell the world or would you keep it a secret?
I'd probably keep it a secret.
Secret?
Yeah, because then if you start telling everybody, then they want you to just do more shit that you're already going to have on top of your plate.
Mm-hmm. But you're Superman. You can do it.
Yeah, but I'm sure Superman wants a day off. Wants to go mess with, Wonder Woman or something.
Lois Lane, bro.
Lois Lane, whatever.
I think that would be my question. My next question. Like, are there other superheroes that I know that are out or not?
We'll say no.
No.
Oh.
Then this reminds. Have you guys seen Invincible?
Yeah.
Like, I'd probably be him.
All right.
Yeah.
Rob?
I think I'd just say yeah. I'd be I'm Superman.
Yeah.
He'll be like, he'll do a press conference like Tony Stark.
I am Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
Because I guess what's the point of hiding your identity?
Yeah, because nobody can kill you. Nobody can do anything.
And then I guess you could say,
True.
well, you might have a family, but it's like if you can't protect your family, you're as Superman. Then I
Yeah.
guess you shouldn't protect them at all.
That's allowed, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. Like, well, at that point, I mean, you're gonna do a regular job. You're gonna go to work 9 to 5, and then like, fuck, now
Hey,
I gotta go save the world.
Clark Kent.
That's what I mean.
That's
Like,
Clark Kent, my G.
yeah, I'm Superman. And guess what? When there's something bad's gonna happen, I'll be there. If nothing bad's happening, guess what? I'm chilling
No, it's
at
like
the beach.
Hey, if something bad's happened between fucking my 9 to 5, sorry, you're fucked.
That's what I mean. Like, why
I'm working.
Why is he having?
I'm working.
Why does he have a 9 to 5? Like, you know what I mean?
He's the world's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to shit. I'm going to go to 9 to 5.
Yep. I'm at my job right now.
Yeah, he's
Maybe
like,
on my
man.
lunchtime.
He's like, man, if only
I got lunch in 20 minutes.
He's
Sorry,
like,
you
he's
gotta
like
wait.
man, if only Superman was around. Gotta push these buttons. Oh, like I said, I think I'd say I'm Superman.
Oh my god! Imagine, could you imagine though? Like
He fell
it's like,
asleep on his break.
He's been there for 2 hours.
can you imagine like there's a fucking nuclear missile coming towards like so let's say the United States, a nuclear missile, and this was like, oh sorry guys, I just clocked in.
I just
clocked in.
Can't do anything about it right now.
I got a meeting right now.
Yeah. Hey, Superman, you didn't pick up your call. I'm in a meeting.
Hey, wait. Does that mean in the DC world all the crime happens outside of work time?
100%. Yeah, because the motherfucker, if it doesn't,
Batman.
it happens outside of work time and also on the weekends because
Oh yeah.
you know,
Yep.
it's 9 to 5.
Damn, no one's getting overtime.
That's DC for you,
Right?
Yep.
Come on, man.
But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm Tony Stark gonna say, yep, I'm Superman.
Yeah,
Superman.
I think too. I think I would say yes too. I think I would say it.
Well, not to sideball. What y'all think about Robert Downey Jr. Playing Doctor Doom?
I'm cool with it because I think because all right, if you're not a Marvel fanatic, right? You don't know the story, and I'm not saying I am, but I read up on why they're putting him as Iron Man or as a variant of Doom, is because in the comics, Tony Stark and Doctor Doom are homies in one universe, and they end up switching brains, I guess, whatever, the consciousness.
Like Face Off?
Yeah. Well, not no. Actually, really, like body to body, they change.
Oh.
And Doctor Doom takes over Tony Stark, and he fucks up Stark Industries, and he ends up becoming a villain. And Doctor Doom, who's actually Tony Stark, starts Doom Industries and becomes the hero. And then Doom's like, no, let's trade back. He's like, hell no. He's like, you fucked up my name. I'm just gonna become Doom. So that's where he becomes Ultimate Iron Man, where he has Doom's powers, and he builds a suit. So I don't know if that's the fucking the place they're going, then I'm cool with it because it's just a variant of Doom. So
I think it's semi cool, but I don't like it. I think like he died. Tony Stark died. Robert Downey Jr.'s character died. His face died. Just let it be. I know why they're doing it because they've been shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they need something to bring them back.
100%.
But I think they could have done
it
without him.
No, you know what I think they fucked up? I think they fucked up by announcing him.
Yes.
I think if they would have kept it under wraps and then like the reveal in the actual movie,
yes,
would have been better.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been more like, oh my god, what the fuck, right? Like instead of announcing him, like the movie hasn't even been made yet, bro.
Yeah,
That's not even close to being made.
Yeah,
but I think too many leaks.
No, I know that.
No, they
Disney's
wouldn't have been able to do it.
Yeah,
but
they
I
wouldn't
still
have been
don't.
able to keep it.
I still don't think that they should have brought him back. I think they could have still had Doctor Doom, and it could have been somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong, it's exciting, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like that.
It just because he was such a big part of the movie, and that character died, right?
Yeah.
That's why it sucks.
I know he's not playing Tony Stark. Or,
Yeah.
You know.
But-
No, he is playing Tony Stark. That's the thing. It's a different variant of him, in a different reality. I would say a different world.
if they go that route, or is that
That's to me that's the only route they can go, because that's the only storyline that they have where he comes back and Tony Stark is alive. So
that's what I'm saying. We're just saying we are all assuming that he's gonna be a Tony Stark variant.
yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying. Like,
that's what I mean. He can be a Doctor Doom, and it just be his face, and then that's why.
that's why.
That's what I'm saying. The whole shock of they're saying that it's gonna happen in the movies is our MCU, whatever it's called. I forget what number it is. They're gonna see him and think, shit, it's Tony Stark.
But it's Doom. Yeah.
But it's Doom, and it's not a variant of Tony Stark. It's actually Doom that just looks like Tony Stark.
Yeah. If they do that, I don't think I'll like it. But like I said, if it's
So we'll see. But I personally, again, still think they could have done it.
It's tough. It is. It's tough to see Robert Downey Jr. as anything other than Iron Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That'd be interesting. Like I said, again, it's exciting, but it's different. We'll see. I mean, like I agree with Ray. It would be cool if they revealed it during the movie, but like I was thinking the same thing as Chris. They can't. There's no way they hide that. Shit, they couldn't even hide the Deadpool and Wolverine shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, the cameos that we didn't know that were happening, yeah, they hid some of those, but it's like when they fought like in the desert and all that shit, like they couldn't even hide that.
Yeah.
So it was like there's gonna be one fucking picture of Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, and then everyone would have known.
That's why when I know, like, especially during the whole Deadpool and Wolverine, I usually try and stay off of social media so it doesn't spoil it.
Yeah.
Because somehow, some way, one idiot just wants to go in there and just film a freaking scene and be like, "Oh my god, this person was in it." And
Well, a lot of it has to do too is like they have all these like private screenings like of the movie, and people record on private screening and then put it up, and everybody can't wait, so they want to watch it, and it's like then they put it on their social media, and that's how it gets around.
And it's dumb because they're just doing it for the views. That's all they're really doing it for.
Yeah.
It's for the views, and people like to ruin shit for people.
Yes.
That's like 100%. I think if there are more people that like to know they ruin your fucking, what you're waiting for.
Yeah.
Rather than, I just want to get views. People like my video. No, these motherfuckers want you to see it so that you get mad. Like, fuck, I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That type of shit, right?
It's probably going to end up happening with Beetlejuice too. Because Beetlejuice is going to be a big thing too.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens with Beetlejuice too.
Mm.
Because we actually had a little date night yesterday with Alyssa. Went to go to the movies, and we're seeing the preview of Beetlejuice. I'm like, man, this is gonna be a good one. But every commercial up in there is Beetlejuice related. Everything.
Yeah. All right, let's get on to our would you rather. Would you rather have a gnat terrorize you for the rest of your life, or always feel like you have a spider crawling on you?
Does a gnat bite you or anything like that?
No, just terrorize
Just
you.
flying
like,
around
just
you?
fly
Just
your
fly
ear.
around?
By your ear.
Your ear, yep. You hear it all the time. It's like right in front of your face.
Oh.
Either
I don't
that
know, man.
or
Hey,
you're
having
always
to deal with a spider feeling
You're
like you're crying.
always.
It's like
you're
you gotta
sleeping.
keep that
Well, the
back
same thing with a gnat.
scratcher.
You're sleeping and you hear the or it's like on your nose. That type of shit.
I think they're just both equally bad.
Yes.
It is. That's the point. That's why it's a hard question to
I think I'm
answer.
taking the spider for sure. I think I could get used to it. I can get used to the as opposed to like the gnat in the face and in your eyes and shit. Like,
Well, what if it's
I
crawling?
can't do that.
What if it's crawling in your face? That's what I'm saying. That's why I thought this
Well,
was
it's the
really.
feeling. You said it's not an actual spider. It's just the feeling of a spider,
Yeah.
right? As opposed to an actual gnat like
Mhm.
getting in your face. I think I would just do the spider.
Mhm.
The feeling of the spider.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that one. I didn't look at it that aspect. Yep, I would take the spider.
Mm?
Because I think you can get used to
Yeah.
that feeling.
Yeah,
there-
probably get a
there-
numbness after.
Sorry,
a while.
Chris.
there goes that
But
part.
what?
Sorry,
hold on,
Chris, you
hold
don't
on,
get
hold
used
on,
to it.
hold on. No. Let him get.
Don't be adding shit.
No, let him get
You guys
used
don't
to
be
it.
adding shit. What the fuck?
Right, let him get used to it, and then he's like, "Oh, it's just the feeling, and it's a real ass
That
spider."
spider.
on it. It's a real. And then he's like, "Oh, no, there's nothing there," and it's a big ass spider crawling on his leg and shit. He's like, "No,
Big
that's
old
just that.
tarantula and
Yeah,
shit.
it's just that feeling, and all I always
They're
get."
like, Chris, there's a spider on you. Nah, it's just. a
I know
feeling.
that. I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
Yeah, motherfucker. Go ahead. I'll do that shit myself. I'll buy a fucking transfer and put it on you.
It's that the Australian wolf spider
Oh,
shit.
but those shits are fast, dog. I don't know.
I don't know what I would pick. Fuck. I mean, I probably would go with. I probably would go with spider just because the feeling.
Dude, the gnat in your face. In
And
your
you can't-
nose.
I would
think
just
you-
get annoyed at like
Yeah.
in my face and then like.
Yeah.
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 When it hits you in the ear, like.
Well, I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about, Chris.
What hit you in the ear?
Yeah.
What?
Happy birthday to
Grab the hose, Chris.
It's not a
2
fly.
o'clock in the morning again? You gotta stop with those feelings.
All right, man. And me, same thing. I probably do the spider too, because I think that I hate it when I go outside and there's like, how you running or you walking through like a gnat fucking ball,
like a cluster
and then all of a
shit?
sudden they're just following you, kind of like, or one or two are like lingering.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that shit. All right. So for our coming hot question, this is submitted by our own supporter, Jose Catalan.
Oh, Jose.
Yeah. He saw our question last week of, do you wash your ass? And he said, that shouldn't be the question. The question should be, when you're done taking a shower, do you spread your cheeks and dry it with a towel? or do you just put your shorts on and go on with the day so your ass is still wet?
I dry my ass.
Do you dry your ass?
Yeah.
Is basically the question. Do you
Yeah.
dry your ass?
Dry your ass.
Yeah. You
Dry
have
your
to.
ass.
You have to.
Yep.
Well, I thought you had to wash your whole foot too, bro. All right.
You have to wash your whole foot.
Look, we're not gonna get into that conversation. I'm just saying that's the reason why I'm asking.
What,
this
how, many,
question.
how many people voted? Was I the only one?
Oh, it's on my phone. You're probably the only one, and you're also a jackwagon for putting Pack It Up. But, yeah, I was like,
It was
I saw it. And I was like, I was like, I wonder if people know I can see this shit. And then I saw it. I was like, oh, is this fucker? Because at first I thought it was you. I was like, oh, this is something this motherfucker would do.
Do you vote on these things that you post up
Yeah,
with your personal one?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't. I feel like I want to know the viewers.
Well, I mean, I would say we have a
'Cause-
consistent like 10 people who vote.
somebody. You know, someone has like 3 or 4 accounts.
You
that
can slice.
skew-
You can
that
skew
can
this.
skew some of these.
I should have.
He's all. Let me get all 5 of these. Pack it up.
I think I was 99th person on his to like his account.
No, you're 100.
Was I 100?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
100.
okay.
You're 100 and 101. Remember, we were looking.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh, I haven't done it yet. And then you're like, I have like 3 accounts. And you're like, oh, he's at 99. I'll be 100, 101, 102. Yeah. So yeah, Jose, we all dry our ass.
Yeah.
Dry
I don't-
the ass.
I don't
So
know why
that
I
would be
was-
another question we put on the pod.
If you don't, that would just be a weirdo, man.
That'd be
It's a serial
that'd
killer.
Be, that's what leads up to mud butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Wouldn't your ass get like chafed
Could be.
because of all the
May-
water?
I
Like,
don't know. I've never done that, and I'm not
So-
trying to find out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That was a weird question, Jose.
Yeah, that's like swamp ass.
Spreading cheeks and dry ass.
Spreading cheeks and drying ass.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get on to Addison's song of the week. And hopefully Addison joins us sooner than later so he can be on the pod when we officially do a Addison song of the week and we could do a clip.
Yep.
So go ahead, Rob. Take it
So
away.
we have Feel Like That featuring Bradley Noel. That is Sublime and Stick Figure.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Addison's song of the week is Feel Like That featuring Bradley Noel, Sublime and Stick Figure. And I will listen to that on the way home.
Awesome. Thank you, Addison, again for always preparing our Addison song of the week. Appreciate you and all your consistent hard work. Hope to see you in the neighborhood sometime soon. All right. I'll have the Werkz question of this week is submitted by Rob. Well, we were actually talking about it at work. So
Which one?
What's the hardest championship to win? So we were talking about it. Basketball, football, baseball, and hockey,
And the World Cup.
and the World Cup.
So if you had to rank those 5 championships, so
Let's take the World Cup out because I think World Cup you can do World Cup, World Baseball Classic, and all that stuff like that because it only comes around every 4 years. So let's just do hockey, baseball, basketball, football, and soccer. We'll do soccer. MLS, soccer. 5 sports. What is the hardest championship to win is the question.
all right, Chris. What does he think?
Ask
Right.
Andy what he thinks.
So we'll do it like this. What's your list of easiest to hardest?
Oh, that's a better question. Okay, easiest to hardest?
Yeah. So like 5 would be the easiest. 1 would be your hardest.
So 5, I would say baseball.
Hardest?
Easiest.
Oh,
I
easy.
said 5.
Easiest?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh.
I say 5
Uh-huh.
baseball being easiest.
Uh-huh.
I would do hockey. After hockey, I would do soccer. Actually, no. No. We'll do basketball after what did I say? Hockey,
Mm-hmm.
then soccer, than football.
Interesting.
That's very interesting.
Why did you pick football first?
It's a contact sport.
Okay. All right.
Contact sport.
I think we did talk about that.
You're
about
going to be more.
Well, so Chris, hold on. I'll tell us kind of explain what we were thinking. Go ahead, Chris. What do you rate them?
As it like
Hardest to easiest. So hardest being a 5, your fifth choice.
Yeah, I think it'd go. Hardest would be football, because I think the same thing. Then basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer.
So how I would do it would be, I think, it was World Cup, and I put that. I want to say third, but it would be for me would be probably basketball and football would be the easiest, and my number 2 and my number 1 would be baseball and hockey, would be number 1. Because the reason why when we were talking about it at work, hockey is a contact sport, and then on top of that, you can go either way with football being 1 game and done.
Mm-hmm.
But hockey is also 7 games, and it's a contact sport.
Mm-hmm.
And their series, I think, if I'm not mistaken, are all 7 games. They can go up to 7 games.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So like
including playoffs.
So with like baseball, you have the first series 5 games and then 7-7. So there could possibly be more games in hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball to me is easy. Once you get to the playoffs, is easy in the sense of the better teams are going to win, and also all the games slow down to where it's like more defensive. Not saying there's no offense, but I feel like it's easier for you to say that 1 seed can beat that 8 seed.
Mm-hmm.
In baseball, I feel like an 8 seed can beat a 1 seed, to where it's not necessarily going to happen, but it's easier for them to a lower seed to beat a 1 seed, because when you get to baseball, that's what I was saying. When we get to baseball, playoffs don't. Your record, nothing matters.
Nothing matters. Everyone's 0-0.
Everyone's 0-0, and literally I know everyone has to perform, but I feel like there's more. You make your fastball is a mile per hour slower.
Well,
and someone's gonna hit
you also
that.
got to realize though, baseball is a game of chess. When you really think about it, baseball is like playing a game of chess. The pitchers got to be strategic and throw their different pitches and stuff.
Well, I think it's even bigger than that. I think baseball is probably up there with the hardest championship to win, and the reason why is because everyone has to play a part in winning that championship. Like basketball, if your best player,
if bronze on, joker's on.
If your best player takes over the game, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah,
right, and they can win. They can outright win you a fucking championship, right? Yeah. So I believe, to me, as a basketball player, I think yes. I would say probably basketball is probably an easier championship to win than most of them, right? Because like again, 5 players on the court, 1 player can change the whole dynamic of the game and outright just win the game, right? I would say that, and then I would say soccer is probably the next. And it's nothing shade at soccer. It's just, it's literally running all over the place. And you get certain chances to score and all that stuff like that. It's momentum, right? I would say, to me, hockey and baseball are my 2 and 3. And again, like I said, I believe those 2 are there. Hockey, because of obviously it's a contact sport and the amount of games, but you have more games, right? You're able to, if you fuck up on the first game, go again, fuck up on the next game, still be able to win the series, right? Depending on how hard it is, right? Pause. Same thing with baseball. like I said, everyone on that team has to be played perfect for you to win. I just think football is probably, to me, my number one hardest sport. And the reason, it's not even because of the fucking physicality of the sport. It's one and done. Like, you have to play your best game all game that day because there's no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's no tomorrow. Every other sport has a series. So you have fucking 7-game series, 5-game series. So if you don't show up that day, well, you have tomorrow. Unless it's like a 3-3 or fucking 2-2, whatever that bullshit, right? But you had chances to win that series. Football, it's a different story. From the start to the end to the Super Bowl, you have to be undefeated to win a Super Bowl. Yeah. So that means you have to win every game till the end. You can't lose one, right? Yeah. So that's why, to me, that's my explanation of why I think football is probably the hardest.
The only thing is what you said about basketball, you could say about football in terms of one player could change the game, and that's most likely going to be either a QB or like a running back can just change the whole dynamic of a game. So that's why it's, for me, you could say the same thing about those two.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, it's basketball. You have 5 to 7 games, so that they have.
No, what I'm saying is that's why I don't think it's. I think it's a little bit lower for me.
Yeah. So that's actually, that was a great question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I bought this game. Well, it's not kind of like a game, but it's a mental health card game from TikTok. It's called Substance, and it's basically has 3 different like levels of questions that you can pick out of. I picked 4 cards last night to pick one out of, and for us to answer. This directly ties into mental health, so it's a question about internal. It's basically an internal question about yourself, right? So I'm gonna have, and we're probably gonna do this more regularly on the pod. So I'll pick somebody to pick a card, and then we'll all answer the question. Okay. Cool.
Or what if we all pick a card and answer it?
I was gonna say that, but we're like almost an hour and a half. So go ahead and pick it.
What is a chance you wish you took?
Ooh. Mm.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
It's a chance I wish I took.
I can go first. I already know mine. Yeah. Unless you have one. No. All right. Depending on how close you are to me, you know where I was when I was trying to chase my dream to play in the NBA. I went to Idaho to try out for the G League. And the crazy thing about it is I actually did pretty well. And they offered for me to stay and play, and I chose not to. And it was because at that moment in time, I just had a kid. I didn't know where my life was going to go at that time. All I knew was I needed to take care of my kid. So I chose to come back and support my family, right? Because again, like I said, at that time, the G League isn't as big as it is now, right? Now you can actually play in the G League and make money. Like before, it was like you were not, like, it wasn't supported by the NBA.
It was more like a farming system.
Yeah, like it was like, oh, if you're really that good, you probably get paid or whatever, blah, blah, but you weren't making shit. So I was like, to me, I was, at that time, it was an easier decision for me at that time because I was homesick. Because like I said, I just had a baby. And I was just homesick. I was missing my family. And, at that time, it made sense. Right. But if I can go back, because I don't know, again, I wouldn't change anything where I'm not at now because I'm in a perfect place. Great mental, great job. Family's healthy. My family's bigger. Right. But I don't know where I would have been if I would have, Because I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, imagine if I would have went, where would I end up? Was it too late, right, or too early? Because again, like I said, at that point, the G League was not what it is today. But what I would have caught, what I would have caught it when it was starting up, right, and then embedded myself in there, and then maybe end up in Europe or something with my family, or maybe, something different, right? I don't know, but I think about that, that part of my life and like how it would have changed the aspect of where I'm at now. Because I was like, what if I would have ended up somewhere with my family, different state, different state, different country. It's just interesting to think about.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a tough question. I'm still trying to think.
I'm just trying to think because I don't think I've had any points in my life where it's like, oh, take this chance. Honestly, I know it sounds like a cop out, but I'm like, when I had an opportunity that I guess I didn't take.
That it chance. It was like an importance where you you had to choose between one or the other.
Yeah,
I'm being honest when I say I don't really have. I could say recently I've had an opportunity to leave my current job to go to a different job. I mean, but I really wasn't even like hard set on leaving. I don't think it was a better opportunity, so I don't feel like that even answers the question really. I don't think I have too many. I really honestly don't have an answer.
Yeah, those chances are very slim.
They're very, very slim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think because like most of everything I've done, whether
What's the
it be
other card say?
What is another one?
I'll give you an easier one. That was one of the hardest ones I picked out, and I was like, that.
It's a great question.
It is 100%.
I personally, I don't have like chances where I feel like, man, I wish I would have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your most toxic trait?
Ooh.
I can tell you. I can tell you mine.
Mine is.
Oh, I got two.
And if
Probably-
you know me, you know what mine is.
For being non-filtered and having a mouth.
that was my side. I was like, I'm a gaslighter. Like,
yeah.
if we are all together and we're talking shit, I am the the fuel. I am the fire, and I just don't stop.
Yeah.
And most of the time it's to my own
fault
where I get people mad at me because I just keep going and I don't stop. Like Eric sometimes gets fucking angry at me because I just keep fucking jabbing at him. And he's like, I just don't. But it's just, it's not that it's just him. It's just me. Like, I'm fucking. When I get rolling, bro, I get rolling and I just don't stop.
Yeah.
Anybody can catch these hands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're rated E.
Yeah.
Rated for everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it sucks because it's a fault. It really is. It's a fault sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a gaslighter, bro. I
think I'm an enabler. You want? Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do it. I'm there. Let's go. You want to go do this bad thing? Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm down.
You want to go? You want to go steal that stop sign? That's fucking like 3 times the size of a regular stop sign in the middle of the street
Allegedly.
before we go to Denny's. Yeah, let's go and take that shit.
Allegedly. Yeah, dude. That's definitely me. That's and I know it too. And I'm in it though. I'm like, yeah.
Probably my anger. Or my stubbornness.
I think your stubbornness is the most toxic thing you have. I haven't seen you angry. So
I was gonna say, man, I can't picture him angry.
Yeah, I haven't seen you angry in a point where it was a position where you had to be angry. So like, I can't say that. But being your friend for this long, I could tell you that your stubbornness is probably.
Oh, I know.
The most, but it's not a bad thing because I mean it's just prideful, Because I could say the same thing because when me and you go at it, a lot of it has to do with us standing our ground and it's just healthy banter. So
I'm an asshole too though, but I think my anger and my stubbornness are probably toxic to the people that are the closest to me.
AJ,
He said it.
I said it.
what did you say?
It's damn near the same thing like yours.
He said gaslighters. His mouth.
Yeah,
Oh,
my mouth.
whoa.
Oh,
Yo.
God, don't put me in that Chris. Don't put me in the Chris section. No, don't put me in that Chris section.
What are you talking about? You were there before me. What are you talking about?
AJ, close your mouth.
No.
Why's your mouth open?
Happy birthday to you. That was awesome. Let's see. All right, man. Well, yeah. That's anything. Anybody has anything else to they want to bring up? No, they want to talk about on this pod before we head on out.
No.
No. Like I said, it looks nice. I mean, we're gonna get more stuff up here. I'm trying to probably put a visual counter up here of the people who've been up. Maybe we can get like a face, print out a picture of their face, and then like how many times they sat
I
in.
will say this though, I love seeing the progress from when I first, came in to seeing where you guys are at now. It's really it's a pleasure to see. It's just stepping the game up every time I come. It's something different.
Oh, okay.
Gee,
Hey, yo!
He was trying to say a nice thing too. right? We could have let that one pass.
Nah, dog, I'm telling you. Oh.
no, it does. It looks good. It looks good.
Well, I'm
It
glad you get
does.
to come every time.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad we help you do that.
Close your mouth.
You got- all right, man. Well, I have a couple things of leave you with this. One is adversity visits the strong and stays with the weak. The other one is master the 3 W's. You got to want it, you got to work it, and you got to win it. And then be good to yourself. You deserve anything good happening to you. Don't let doubt tell you any different. And I think that one right there, it especially to people who always doubt themselves or always have that little voice in the back of their mind that is telling them they're not good enough or they don't deserve something. Take that shit out, bro. Whatever you get, you deserve. You should love yourself to the point where whatever comes your way, pause. It's great, right? You deserve it. That's what you get. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have that little voice who tell them like, you don't deserve this, you don't deserve that, you're nothing, all that bullshit, right? You are something. You deserve it, right?
Yep.
And yeah, man, it sucks out there right now, especially with mental health. Obviously, back then we never knew what mental health was. I'm pretty sure it's because of social media why we know about mental health now. So yeah, check on your mentals, man. Check on your peoples too. Actually, Addison did submit a journal question.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add that to our leave you with this. Look back on your recent moments. What is the best thing that's happened to you this week? So that is a journal entry for you guys, for our journal top. Do you have another journal question you want to add? No?
We'll leave with that one.
All right. Yeah, man. Well, that's it from us. This is episode 115 of the Werkz, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hey, also, shout out to fucking David May, bro. You see the music, you see the tags. We love you, bro. Hope you get to join us on the pod sometime soon. Congratulations to your renewing your vows with your wife.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Congrats.
And yeah, man, hope you're doing good. And all our homies and supporters out there, shout out to you guys. Thank you for always supporting. I really appreciate it. It's dear to my heart that people that actually love me gets to show it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, and that's it from us. You guys have anything?
Back, baby. Shout out Juice on the beat.